What is up, folks? It is I, once again, Will, with Exposing IWC. I hope the audio is good. I hope you can hear me. I am snowed in. Look outside my window right now. I won't turn my camera. That will fuck everything up. But right now, I'm snowed in. We got like 10 to 12 inches yesterday. There are people stranded on the streets right now, and I don't feel bad. They told your ass to stay home and avoid the streets. No, you had to go out there. Had to leave the house. So now you're stuck out there. Pile ups, like there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm happy I stayed my ass at home and not out there. 12 inches. But anyway, yesterday was what was yesterday? Oh yeah, Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, we have one new Royal Rumble winner. Another repeat by the name of Roman Reigns. Not too excited about that, but I won't get too ahead of myself. I hope you guys enjoyed the Rumble. Overall, I thought it was a solid. Again, I'm happy about Liv Morgan. Not too happy about Roman Reigns, but maybe just me. Silly me, I thought the new winner for the men, but apparently not. Nah, Rumble was booty cheeks. Um, we'll talk about it, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine, except for a few things. Uh, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Up. Let's talk about Liv Morgan, okay? Liv Morgan won the Rumble, and rightfully so, because I think she's been doing good work. She's been doing good work. She is a fan favorite. She's hot right now. She is at the forefront of the storytelling. Her work with Judgment Day, all that makes sense. Everything lines up for Liv Morgan. I thought she was a shoe-in to win because she's the main character on Raw right now. Typically, I like for the main character or the person giving the most work, doing the most storytelling online, or not online, on screen, that should be the Royal Rumble winner. Liv Morgan fit the bill. It also makes sense because typically with Royal Rumble winners, well, not typically, always, when you win the Royal Rumble, like 2.5 months of blah. Because you remember, the Royal Rumble is now, it just happened. Then the WrestleMania is in 2.5 months. That's a long damn time for your Royal Rumble winner to be walking around backstage doing nothing. I prefer it be somebody who's at the forefront of the storytelling, who is a main character, can actually tell some stories along the way. Liv Morgan is in prime position to do that because of the Judgment Day storyline. Because that is the case, I think it makes all sense in the world for Liv Morgan to win. That way, I won't have to sit down and watch 3 months of boring shit, boring storytelling, So I prefer it happen for her, for the women at least. Roman Reigns, that's a little different because even after he won the damn thing, what happened? They said we don't know when he's going to show up. What's up, Maya? What's up, noob? What's up, everybody? How do you know? What do you mean you don't know when he's going to show up? You picked the Royal Rumble winner to be somebody that you don't know when they're going to be on screen. We don't know what's going to show up. We don't know his next appearance. What? So the man's been away for God knows how long. He shows up, wins the Rumble after talking shit about creative on the Pat McAfee show. They're like, who knows when we're going to see him again? Who knows when we're going to see him on TV? That just goes to show you, I feel like they're in the Roman Reigns vortex. I think that Roman Reigns' selection was more about getting a marquee matchup, more about, okay, need a big match for the show, probably second night. Let's bring in Roman Reigns. Let's have him win the Royal Rumble. matter if he's on screen or not. Who cares, right? Doesn't matter if he's on screen. But we'll have him win the Royal Rumble. And we'll figure it out later. We just need a big name. My question is, why is it for the women? There's a younger generation that pushed earlier. Here you go, Tiffany. Here you go. Liv's not even that young. She's not that old. Here you go. Sol Ruka. Look at the final three in the Rumble: Sol, Tiffany, Liv Morgan. Why for the women? Going to be a younger, fresher, a little bit more athletic talent on the screen. But for the men, it has to be the Romans. It has to be CM Punk. Who was in the Final Four yesterday? Punk, Gunther, Randy Orton, who is establishment, been there forever. Why can't the Obas, the Tricks, the Javon Evans, I don't even care, like, why can't younger talent be pushed on the men's side, but for the women, they have no problem pushing the younger talent? I don't understand. I don't understand it. We can get Sol Ruka and Tiffany. Tiffany's like 25, 26, 300-day reign. That's fine. But for the men, Randy, bring on the Codys and the Romans, no fresh blood. It would have took no effort to put Obafemi in the Final Four, to put a Braun Breaker in the Final Four. I get to have a story set up with Braun, like whoever attacked him, whether it's Logan Paul in a hoodie or Theory in a hoodie, whatever, right? I get that. But why can't we have fresh talent, exciting young people in the men's Final Four? But for the women, it's okay. I just don't understand it. Does it speak to this idea that the women need to be younger and the men can be older? I don't understand it. I just don't like it. It's so weird how the young talent in the men's division can't get pushed. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I like that we're seeing Trick. I like that we're seeing Javon and Oba. But why couldn't they be in the Royal Rumble? I don't understand that. But anyway, Liv Morgan, it makes sense. I'm happy that the Judgment Day will be at the forefront. Because let's be honest, Stephanie's going to be champion. Not going to have that much storytelling or that much character work with Stephanie. I hope I'm wrong. It's better to have the Judgment Day dynamic of Roxanne, Raquel with Liv Morgan. What's going to happen with Liv Morgan and Raquel? What's going to happen with Liv Morgan and Roxanne? How's that dynamic going to affect the storytelling leading up to Mania? Again, that's where the meat is going to be. Storytellers out there, people who love storytelling, that's what's going to be at the meat of it, rather than the focus being on Stephanie. It's going to be more about the dynamic of Judgment Day, which is fine. It's better than nothing. We've seen some very, very bad Mania builds. They ain't got shit going for them. Happy that we'll see some Judgment Day shit be entertaining and compelling. Maybe in the end, Roxanne or Raquel will have to make a decision. Will I turn on Liv Morgan? Will I help her win? Where do I stand? That's all interesting and better than nothing. Better than if we were going to get pick a name. It'd be probably boring. So I'm happy Liv Morgan won it because they can at least do some shit with Judgment Day, you know? Okay, so here's a question. Was the Women's Royal Rumble good? Do you think the Women's Royal Rumble was good? I think it was good. I enjoyed it. I've noticed that depending on how well your favorite protein shake, depending on how well your fave does, like the Rumble. I noticed that Becky Lynch fans are down on the Rumble because their fave got embarrassed or got eliminated early. Liv Morgan fans loved it, you know. My favorite wrestler, for the women at least, Bianca Belair, was not involved. So I could see it more objectively. I'm not looking at the match through the lens of my fave. I thought it was good. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to walk through. So I'm looking at the responses. Both were dog shit. Not great. Okay. I'm gonna run through the women's rumble real quick. Run through it. If I'm done, you still think it sucks? Fair. But let's talk about what happened in this damn thing. So I thought there was some actual decent character moments, story beats, and character interactions that were good. So let's break it down real quick. First one up. We're not friends. Charlotte Flair and Alexa started off the damn thing. They were teasing each other, trolling each other. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. They didn't. They stayed friends. I thought it was cute. It was fine. It's different. Definitely different, right? Ultimately, they started messing with each other, and then they came together and said, let's fight together. We're cool. We're friends. Let's go. I thought it was fine. Different kind of start. Haven't seen it before. I was innovative and different, at least, you know? Didn't mind that start. Then you had Kiana James. Kiana James was the MVP of the first quarter or first third of the Rumble. Great spots, showing off her athleticism. It's almost like somebody backstage was like, you know what, Kiana James? You're good. You're talented. In this match, we're going to show it. We're going to showcase for the world that you are a talent. Because I'll say this. Hoping the Julia stands are not around. Kiana James in the WWE has more upside than Julia. That's the fact of the matter. Bigger girl, Triple H, as you can see in the build or during the match, you can see Triple H likes the bigger girls. Athletic, strong, can talk on the mic very well. She has more upside than Julia ultimately in the WWE. And you'll see in time that I'm right. I put a picture of Lola Vice here. Lola Vice got a good reaction. All the NXT women got a good reaction. It's clear that Saudi Arabia watches NXT, but not AAA, right? AAA. They don't watch that, but do watch NXT. Lola Vice got a great reaction. Everything she did got a pop. It was good to see. Again, Kiana James, lifting up Nia Jax. They gave her great spots to show off her talent. She had that beautiful standing moonsault she hit. Great spot for Kiana James. She's a star. I'm telling you, this girl is going to be world champion. Say it right now. Kiana James will be world champion in WWE one day. She's just too talented, too strong. Got the look, the size. She's going to be champion at some point. Got a horsewoman backing her. This ain't hot take. She's good. Oh yeah, Kiana James, yeah. Charlotte Flair loves her. They showed a little interaction between Nia Jax and Cancel, right? They remember their relationship. That was fine to see. Short little moment, but it's there. Okay, they're reminding us of the history. Can't go wrong there, you know. Golden Grace had 3 early eliminations. I believe she eliminated Ivy Nile. Who else? Ivy. It was Lola Vice and someone else. Early on, 3 eliminations, showing you that she's strong. They look for her as a threat in the women's division. Okay. This is a good one. So Charlotte Flair, the story beat. Charlotte Flair eliminated her friend Alexa Bliss accidentally when she big booted Nia Jax. So this is a story beat that we'll see where it leads to. I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will both be competing to get into the chamber. I don't think Charlotte and Alexa will be in the tag division after this match. I think they're going to transition to the chamber stuff, but we'll see. I'm thinking that's where it's going. But we'll see how that works off. If Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will both be in the chamber, or will one of them be in there? Remember, you're going to have Tiffany in there for sure, right? Then maybe a Lash Legend. Or maybe Lash will be with the women's tag division, because it did have Lash eliminate the twins, the Bella twins. Did have a lot of spots with the tag division. So we'll see. Either going to be Lash, Charlotte, and Tiffany, or maybe Charlotte, Alexa, and Tiffany. We'll see. Because I think it'll be 3-3. They should probably change that this year. Usually it's 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown. But maybe they should change that because SmackDown has more talent that could get in. We'll see. Look, Alexa. Oh my God, good spot. Character moment. I like it. Storytelling here was it was there. I like that. I like the focus on the storytelling between these two. Moving on. It's one of the better spots of the entire show. Now I think about it. Charlotte Flair eliminates her best friend Alexa. Who comes out? Her ex best friend Becky Lynch. See that transition from being sad to being angry. Now she sees her former best friend. Now she has to challenge. She needs to channel that emotion now, the feeling from being upset to anger. Very, very well done. I thought very good. Go from this right to this. Becky comes out again. Attention to detail, storytelling, character moment. Like it. Okay. Another good moment. Becky Lynch refusing to give her belt to Jessica Carr. I laughed out loud. She's like, no, not you. Little stuff like this go a long way for me. Little character moments like this go a long way. Hilarious. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Becky, Charlotte Flair in the ring together. Okay, storytelling. Remember their history, friends, former friends. Okay, to start fighting. Cool. Then you had a little moment between Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca. I thought it was good, showing you the future and the present. They're down there was cool. We had Roxanne Perez attacking Charlotte Flair because of what happened to her face. So if you watched SmackDown, something was going on with Charlotte Flair's gear that I don't know if it was a rhinestone or whatever, she stabbed Roxanne's face. Here you can see it. Roxanne points at her face. You can't really see it because of the camera angle. One thing I'll say, the camera work for the show was not great. Missed a lot of the good moments. But here Roxanne is pointing at her face to the stabbing that happened before. And she starts attacking Charlotte Flair, which is good to see. No, it wasn't a boot. That's not what caused the injury. He did boot her. But the next spot, Charlotte Flair dives from the top ropes and she puts her shoulder into her face. And that is what caused the actual injury. Go back and watch it. It wasn't a big boot. It was the dive and forearm from the top that caught Roxanne in the face. Caused the bleeding. So then you had Maxine. You remember the Maxine and Becky Lynch storyline? But it did a good job having people come out, then interact with the person they had a story with. So I enjoyed that part of it. Maxine sees Becky Lynch immediately. They start scrapping. Good. Then you had Maxine look up and see Natty. So you go from Becky to Maxine to Natty. One continuous storyline. It makes sense. Is it convenient from a storytelling standpoint, considering it's supposed to be random balls that's grabbed right now for their spots? Sure, but I'll accept that. I'll accept it being contrived, but that the order works out like this. Becky, Maxine. Natty came out. She's not Natalia anymore. Good for her. Up here, I like it. Maxine is eliminated by Becky Lynch. Did Becky Lynch and Natty have a moment? Natty wants Becky Lynch's title, but his little hug is short-lived because Becky tries to eliminate Natty. It backfires, and then Natty eliminates Becky. So again, this all was the IC title picture. Becky, Natty wants the belt, eliminates Becky. It all makes sense. Natty's going for Becky's title. Can't complain. We can, but I'm not going to. I have a picture here that's black, so I don't know what that was. Okay. Here you have Roxanne and Liv. As you can see, the pictures are bad because the camera work sucked during the show. It's the back side of Roxanne and Liv hugging. So that's that little, that little Judgment Day reunion in the ring. Last Legend had a great freaking Rumble. She eliminated Jordynne Grace. She eliminated the Twins. She eliminated Charlotte Flair. Triple H loves the bigger girls. Last Legend is a big girl. So the bigger you are, you're big, you have some charisma, some athleticism, place will like you. What's going on with AJ now? I just realized that Natty threw Becky out. AJ did not want to go to Saudi, apparently. AJ is what you call a part-timer. We don't know when we're going to see her next. I do believe she'll be back for Mania, but she's a part-timer, which means Becky has to do stuff like feud with Maxine and feud with Natty until AJ Lee. A lot of part-timers these days, you know? A lot of them, including the man that won the Royal Rumble. So here you have Kiana James goes out. So Kiana James had a great Rumble. Taken out by the Judgment Day. Now you have the Judgment Day trying to dominate the Rumble going forward. That makes sense. Here you have a good spot where Alba Fire is on the ground, assisting Chuck Green, acting like a platform. That was funny. There. And then for the Joshi stands, I had a moment where Asuka, Io, and Julia were all on together, pointing at each other. Nice little moment. The women told better stories during the match. I agree. They had better moments, I thought. It made more sense from a character standpoint. But I always love this. Asuka, Io, Julia, no Kairi, but I love this moment for the Joshis. Then you have the moment where Rhea Ripley is saluting Chelsea Green, takes her out. Fine. A little moment, but it's fine, you know. Then you had Oruka doing the Kofi Kingston spot. The Kofi Kingston spots was fine. Natty goes after Rhea Ripley, so they chose to show Natty being strong, eliminating Becky Lynch. Then now she's facing off with Rhea Ripley, so they're trying to present Natty as a threat, at least somewhat of a threat. This is cool. Liv Morgan hitting her Oblivion from with her opponent being on the apron. I'm not sure I saw that before. Like a reverse Oblivion from the other direction. It was kind of cool. Natty goes out. Here we have the reunion or the team up of Bayley and Lyra. That's cool to see. Eliminated Julia. Kiana Jordan. Let's say Kiana Jordan. Kalani Jordan. Two KJs there. Hit a freaking Phoenix Splash. The camera didn't catch it at all. Look, they didn't catch it all. Look at that. Can't even see the ending of it because the camera is behind this chick. Who is this? Who is this right here? Whatever. But you don't see the end of the Phoenix Splash because of the camera work. But Kalani Jordan's a star. Great talent. I think she's going to be a mega star on the main roster. But yeah, Phoenix Splash to come into the Rumble is crazy. Good spot there. Kairi Sane here to help Asuka. So again, story beat has been remembered and brought up here. And then Kairi eliminates Asuka. Good stuff. Makes sense. Solid. Yeah, Kalani Jordan's great, man. She's one of the biggest spots of the night was Brie Bella returning and the yes chants to her kicks. It was pretty loud. It was pretty epic. One of the best moments of the match. Yes, 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 yes. It was good. Brie Bella came back with a pop. She looked energetic. She looked happy. Crowd was happy to see her. The Bellas are going to win those damn tag titles. If you don't know, they were not around for the tag titles, but they never won it. The Bellas will win the tag titles, and rightfully so. The crowd loves them. And with the Brie being back, and that kind of reception she's getting with the yes chants, they're going to win the tag titles. Dare I say, they may be baby faces when they do it, because they're popular right now. Say what you want about the Bellas. Say what you want, but the Bella Twins are popular. We're getting Asuka and Kyrie at Mania. In the perfect world, noob. In the perfect world, do I have the confidence it's going to happen for sure? No. I'd be happy to see it. Then Tiffany returns. So all my Bianca Belair stands who said Bianca was going to show up, like showing up with Montez in NXT doing house shows. I don't think so. I kept my mouth shut. Kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to piss off my fellow Bianca fans, but I just didn't think it was going to happen. Sure enough, final spot goes to Tiffy. Tiffy got a good reaction from the crowd. She's over, popular. Had a good moment in the Mania. Had a good moments at Rumble. Good moments in the match. And they're behind her. The WWE creative is behind this woman. She is a star. They like her a lot. And I think she's going to win the chamber, folks. Really do. They have a face-off here with Tiffany and Charlotte Flair, reminding you of that history. This little face-off makes me feel we might be getting Charlotte Flair in the chamber chasing Jade along with Tiffany. You're going to have that Tiffany, Charlotte Flair rivalry continuing as they both chase Jade in the chamber, I think. I don't think Charlotte Flair is going to stay in the tag division for much longer, I don't think, because you need bodies for the chamber. But we'll see. We'll see what they do with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. But yeah, Tiffany told her, "Hey, old friend." Charlotte's like, "Hello." That was cute. Hopefully they put their differences aside and they can actually work together without any beef. But yeah, Tiffany is on that TV time now. Judgment Day gets jumped. Had a face off with Lyra, Bailey, and the twins here. So they're in the tag division for sure, you would think. Then eliminate Lyra. So you're going to get the Bellas against Lyra and Bailey coming up here. Then they'll probably be chasing Rhea Ripley and Io. Charlotte will be in the chamber for sure. Yeah, I think so. Probably drag the Charlotte Flair Alexa Bliss split until Mania. Well, they can drag Ruka and Zarya to deliver. They can drag anything to Mania. That thing's been going on forever. And the crowd was loving the Bella Twins. Can't highlight that enough. They loved her. Got the Rhea Ripley, Io Sky face off with the Bellas. So the Bellas will be chasing those tag titles for sure. Quite frankly, crowd might be on the Bella side. We'll see what happens in America, but definitely in Saudi, there were Team Bellas. Or in Saudi. Ruka had a great showing, eliminating JC Jane here with that Soul Snatcher. Then you had Lash Legend eliminating the twins. So I think maybe Lash stays with Nia Jax. So I think they may put Lash in the chamber, but maybe Lash stays with Nia Jax. They chase the tag titles as well. But then again, Lash eliminated the twins, Charlotte Flair, Jordynne Grace, Io Sky, for crying out loud. I mean, she was on a tear. Triple H loves Lash Legend. Charlotte Flair was an Iron Woman. Almost an hour in the ring. Here, Charlotte Flair goes out to Lash Legend. Again, showing you how strong Lash Legend is. Triple H likes Lash Legend. And then, well, this is not Charlotte. This is Io. She already eliminated Charlotte back here. This is Io. So again, Io Sky eliminated by Lash Legend. At this point, the rest of the match is fire. After Io Sky goes out, even before that, I want to say around maybe Brie Bella coming in. Once Brie Bella goes in, the match is fire. It's an amazing Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley sees that Lash Legend has eliminated her friend, and she goes on attack mode. She goes after Lash Legend, face off. Then you had a face off between Lash and Raquel. Rhea Ripley eliminates Lash, and then right after she eliminates Lash, Raquel eliminates Rhea Ripley immediately. It was going fast, like it was so good. Then what happens? Liv Morgan takes out her sister Raquel. I repeat, once the Bellas are reunited, once Brie gets in there, the match is completely fire. I mean, hit after hit after hit, great booking after great booking after great booking. The final stretch was fantastic. And when it comes to Royal Rumbles, how you finish is important. I thought the finish was fantastic for the Royal Rumble. But anyway, here it is, Liv Morgan smiling at her sister. Ha ha, I did it. I eliminated you. And Raquel is staring at her like, what the hell? So this is what I'm talking about. Good story beats that can set up a Rumble build. So it's not that boring. You know, I want to see Judgment Day get some good storytelling going forward. I'm not bored for 2.5 months. Okay. But I like the stretch of action here we got. Really, really good. Yeah, once Brie got in there, I was hot and the booking was good. Had Lash out, then Rhea out, then Raquel out, back to back. Really good. And then you have the final three. Again, like this. Tiffany, younger talent, who they're behind, former champion. Soruka, NXT talent, not even on the main roster yet. I've been saying for months that I think Soruka get the Tiffany push. Honestly, maybe stronger. When Soruka, think about this. Soruka is in NXT. Beat Bayley at Cena's show. Final three of the Rumble. She's in NXT. This woman gets to the main roster. It is over for these women. When Soruka is on the main roster, rocket strapped, taken off, look out below. It's gonna be over. I like this. Soul, Tiffany, Liv, fresh. I mean, come on. Why can we have this in the men's division? Make it make sense. But anyway, final three, great sequences. Double soul snatcher. Tiffany does her little flips into the corner. That was good. End up here. All of them hanging on the ropes. Liv Morgan wins it. Good stuff, man. The final stretch was great. Liv Morgan, she deserves it. She was so happy. She got the point at the damn sign. The ref had to tell her, Liv, point. You had the point. That was so good. Guys, I thought the Women's Rumble was a success. I thought it was a success. I thought it was good. Happy for the winner. It made sense. Plenty of story beats and plenty of character moments. Was the first half amazing? No, it wasn't. I thought it was fine. I thought the first half was fine, and it was great. That's a solid, strong Rumble, I think. Liv isn't exactly fresh. Well, she's fresh in the sense that she hasn't won the damn Rumble before, like a Roman, you know. Crying out loud. Nobody in the final three won the Rumble before. None of them. Whereas with the men, you had what? Roman and Gunther? Not Gunther, but Randy Orton, who are both former Royal Rumble winners, but whatever. Liv Morgan is fresher than some other talent, right? Wasn't Becky, wasn't Charlotte, wasn't Bayley, right? Forget your point. Happy for Liv. Happy for Liv stands. Good stuff. Could have been worse. And the final stretch was great. Now for the men, wasn't that strong, okay? But it was of the first half of the men was good. Second half fine. So women fine to great, men good to fine. Women edge out for me. I just thought it was a stronger ending for sure. Open up with Oba. Got Obafemi eliminating folks left and right. Braun Breaker gets taken out by either Logan Paul or Theory. We don't know for sure. But Triple H loves his masked men. Black with hoodies. He loves it. Won't stop using it. Braun Breaker's out. Who attacked him, folks? Who did it? I think it'd be better if it was Theory. Therefore, Theory teams with Seth when he comes back. But who the hell knows? Who the hell knows for sure what they're doing here? Braun Breaker gets taken out before the thing evens. Then Obafemi eliminates him immediately. So, thought Oba was booked well. Start the match. Like these matchups, like these face-offs with Oruk. I almost said Soruka with Solo Sokoa, with Rusev. Devon Evans gets in here. Mr. Iguana, AAA folks got no reaction because Saudi folks don't watch AAA. Priest choke slams the damn double choke slam here to the pet Iguana and to Mr. Iguana. This is a good moment. This is what I'm talking about. New, the fresh. Why couldn't one of these men make it to the end of the Rumble? Von, Trick, Oba. Crowd was hyped. They're exciting talent. Why couldn't one of them make it to the end? The women is okay. For the men, no. You must be over the age 38. Don't understand. Anyway, I just don't get it. Had Cody Oba face off. We had Grande Americano putting the plate in his mask. Happy to see Chad Gable. Chad Gable's back. Had a little meme here with a little face off between the two Grande Americanos. I believe a Grande Americano, the original one on the graphic, Titantron had the original Grande Americano, which was funny. Tried to take off his mask. Both get eliminated. Then we had Powerhouse Hobbs showing up as Royce Keys. I like that they showed his actual name. This pop would have been better in the States. I'm not sure the Saudi folks watch AEW. But in the States, this would have got a better reaction. It is what it is. Nikki Cross is a former world champion as well, and she isn't even. That's true. Well, he's not high on Nikki. He's not high on her at all. We have Royce Keys coming down, face off with his old buddy Cody Rhodes. Starts throwing people around, slams Devon Evans. He slams Cody Rhodes. Good spots here. Then the Vision gets together. Bronson Reed gets together in the ring. Theory, they take out Oba, take out Royce Keys. So you can see we're halfway through. Weren't that many character moments or character interactions hint to a story. There's some good in-ring stuff, but not that much story beats or character moments that much. Here's one. LA Knight coming in to eliminate the Vision, takes out Theory, takes out Bronson Reed, and leaves in Logan Paul. And then we have Brock Lesnar. This is a point where I think the Rumble takes a nosedive. Everything before the Rumble was fine, or everything before Brock Lesnar was okay. It's a good. After Brock came out, it was kind of meh to bad, honestly. Comes out, starts suplexing everybody. Has a face off with Obafemi. Suplex Obafemi. And then Oba gets taken out. He basically bitches Ilya Dragunov. No sells Ilya Dragunov's chops. Eliminates him. Another face off with Obafemi. Suplex him. And then he eliminates Obafemi. Kind of like, not in a big spot. Kind of just happens. Once Obafemi knocks him down, Go to take out Logan Paul. But Femi wasn't paying attention. Brock Lesnar eliminates him. Okay. Then during Jey Uso's during Jey Uso's entrance, Brock gets taken out by Cody and LA Knight. I'm like, what's going on here? Why would you have Brock Lesnar's elimination during Jay's? Like, something weird must happen. Couldn't have been the plan. I think things just got out of hand. They missed their mark. Brock got out during Jay's entrance. Really weird. Very weird. But everything after Brock coming in was just weird. And then you had like the worst spot in the world. Jey Uso in the middle of the Rumble doing this whole little bullshit. Running back. Annoying as hell, man. I'm sorry. I don't care about this whole Jey Uso bullshit with his entrance. Running it back during the Rumble. Get out of here. Anyway, after that, you had Roman Reigns, part-timer himself. Now this was fun because I hate Jey Uso. Hate's a strong word. But Roman Reigns shows the world how stupid Jey is. Like, yeah, just run it back. And he hits him. Like perfect representation of how much I don't like this character. Hey, what's up, King? Happy that they showed just how absurd this shit is. I have him fall for Roman Reigns' trick. Weird. Anyway, you had the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes face off. That was typical, sure. Cody Rhodes and two outside. Okay, now, this is a cool spot. Look how far he gets thrown up for the Samoan drop. That was cool. Look how high Javon Evans is for the Samoan drop. He had the Roman Reigns Jacob Fatu face off. Is it going anywhere? Will this be a thing? Who knows? 3D to Cody Rhodes. So even though Jey Uso got embarrassed by Roman Reigns, still working with him. Cody eliminates LA Knight. Randy Orton comes down there. The crowd loves him. I think Randy's going to be healed soon. A couple reasons. One, I think Randy Orton was the one that attacked Jacob Fatu. And I think ultimately, have to have a heel Randy. Want to do Cody versus Randy at some point. So, anyway, crowd loves him. Come down there. RKO Javon Evans. He's out of there. Face off with Cody Rhodes. When is this match going to happen? I say maybe SummerSlam with Randy being heel. Hopefully they announce or they reveal that Randy was the one that attacked Jacob Fatu. Maybe get Randy versus Jacob at Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, at Mania, right? This was Royal Rumble. You do Jacob versus Randy at the main. Then you do Cody, Randy at SummerSlam, something like that. I don't know. Cody accidentally gives the Cody Cutter to Randy Orton. Setting up that little beef here. This was solid. I like this. The Cody Randy interaction here was solid. Accidental Cutter to Randy. Again, Randy should turn heel. Then I don't remember what the spot was. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, Drew. So Jacob goes to throw over Cody Rhodes. Cody grabs himself, but then Drew comes out of nowhere, gives him with the damn Claymore here. Drew is very much still in the Cody vortex here. So here's the question. Will Cody Drew be a Mania match? Or will Cody win the belt back at Chamber? For Drew's sake and for my own sanity, I hope Drew is champion going into Mania. But I don't know. We'll see what they do. Drew screws Cody here. Jacob gets tossed out by Roman Reigns. Jay spears Roman Reigns, but it doesn't matter. Roman Reigns still eliminates Jey Uso no matter what. Even after getting speared. Here's your final four. Logan, Roman, Randy, Gunther. Is it the freshest? No. Is it the most exciting? No. Kind of the establishment. Randy, Roman, that's your establishment. Gunther, he pretty much establishment as well right now. Gunther. Then the young guy they like, Logan Paul, who's kind of like the I don't know. I like Logan Paul, so I won't give him a hard time here. But yeah, I just think it could have been more exciting. Why not Oba here? Why not Trick here? Why not? I don't know. Give me another name. I don't care. Like something fresher here than this. I don't know. Maybe just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I thought there's the opportunity to have something a little more fresh here. But whatever. Final two: Gunther, Roman. So Randy gets eliminated. Wasn't it Gunther versus Cody Rhodes that one time when Cody won the Rumble? So Gunther is not foreign to being the last two. When he's been here before. He loses to Roman Reigns. Roman wins the Rumble. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. Like I said before, they don't know when Roman Reigns will be on TV. Part-timer. Smash the glass to bring him back. I don't love it. I don't love it at all, to be honest with you, but what can you do? So as you can see, my opinion, going through both Rumbles, the Women's Rumble was better for me. That's just my thoughts on it. Gunther's probably going to win next year, probably. Been runner-up twice, so yeah, that's kind of the formula. If he is the runner-up this year, which he was, you're going to win it next year, at least give me a Oba in the final two. Give me a something fresh. I don't know. Not the same old, same old. Give me Ilya Dragunov in the final. Give me a Carmelo Hayes next time. Overall, I feel like the women were better. But that's just me. So what does this mean? What does it mean for the grand scheme of what does it mean for Mania? Liv, I think, will be facing Stephanie. Some feel like Liv will be facing Raquel. I don't think so. Nah. Told y'all. First thing they did, Liv Morgan returned. The very first thing they did was show you a visual of Liv and Stephanie. The very first thing they did when Liv returned. That was the end game. That was it. That was Triple H telling you what he was going to do. So I don't think there's going to be anything different from that. I think you're going to get Liv Morgan versus Stephanie at Mania. The question will be, where does Roxanne stand? Where does Raquel stand? They support Liv Morgan. Will they turn on her? That'll be the question. But ultimately, Liv Stephanie. Liv Stephanie. I think. For the men, Roman will probably pick. Well, if you told me the champions will be Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, I would say Roman will pick CM Punk. Drew dropped the belt to Cody Rhodes. That's a different story. Probably pick Cody Rhodes. Guess we'll have to see. Either way, I'm tired of Roman Reigns being in the title picture at Mania. Tired of it. Give me some fresh blood. I thought we're gonna get Braun Breaker or Obafemi, but no. Me, it's looking like Punk, Roman, Drew, Cody, maybe, or it'll be Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Either way, same old, same old. Stephanie, Liv, date Tiffany, because spoiler alert, folks might be mad about this one, but Tiffany is winning the chamber, folks. Tiffany is on that Mania ad. Tiffany was injured when Jade took her out. Tiffany was the final two in the Rumble. They love Tiffany Stratton. Over. She's marketable. She's athletic as all get out. It's time to accept the fact. Now, I've been a Tiffany fan for a while now. I'm honest, so I'll give her criticism. Done a lot of that. But as you can see, my slides here, top, you see Tiffany there. I like Tiffany, but whether you like it or not, win in the chamber. I think you're gonna get Tiffany versus Jade again, but this time, Tiffany is healthy. We never got a true Tiffany Jade match with both of them healthy, with Jade as a heel and Tiffany as a face. Remember, because moment Jade turned, he injured Tiffany. Now you're gonna get them all 100% healthy, ready to go. Technically, is a little different than what you've seen. I get it if you're tired of that match, but that's what's gonna happen. Accept it or don't watch Mania. Charlotte could also win the chamber. Sure, she's probably the second likely option, but you know what? Charlotte did get a Mania ad as well. If Charlotte faces Jade, I think it'll be in a triple threat. I think it could be Charlotte, Tiffany, Jade. That's possible. Charlotte, Jade 1-on-1 with Tiffany on the outs. I don't buy that. But Charlotte, Tiffany, Jade, triple threat. I don't buy 1-on-1 with Charlotte and Jade. Could be wrong. Be wrong. I think everybody in the Mania ad is doing something at Mania. Agreed. I think Rhea and Io, we grabbing the tag rope, tag titles. The real question mark is, what will Tiffany and Charlotte do? Will Charlotte be in the tag division, or Charlotte be chasing Jade? That's the biggest question mark, Charlotte Flair. Everybody else, I feel like I have a good set on what they're doing. Jade will be champion. Rhea and Io in tag division. Tiffany will be chasing Jade, so probably chamber winner. Becky will be facing AJ Lee. Liv Morgan won the Rumble. So yeah. Don't I have a graphic for this? Wait a minute. Let me search my name and Mania ad. Pull it up. See if I can find it real quick. I doubt it. I doubt I'll find it. Let's see. No way. No way. Oh, found it. I actually found it. Wait, check this out. So, look what I had. Tiffany chamber winner. Becky IC match. I said Charlotte Flair tag match, but I'm not sure about that. They could put Charlotte Flair in the match with Jade Cargill. Tiffany. Rhea tag champs. Jade champ. Io tag champ. Liv Morgan Royal Rumble winner. So from right to left, I'm perfect until I hit Charlotte Flair. That is the one I'm not sure about. What would they do with Charlotte Flair? But yeah, everything else is kind of set in stone. Tiffany, Charlotte Flair, that's the thing that I'm not sure about. That is what I'm not sure about. But yeah, Riho and Charlotte Flair and Alexa never had a finish. That's true. Will they have a match before they split up? Or will Charlotte and Alexa stay together? Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss stay together. That makes it quite simple, right? Charlotte Alexa tag title match. Tiffany Wind Chamber faces Jade. Zero interest in the Jade Tiffany rematch. Hey, I'm feeling that when it comes to Roman Reigns and Cody. Roman and Cody, but Roman and CM Punk, but ain't stopping them. Ain't stopping them. But I hear you. They love Tiffany Stratton. Why they can't push younger talent for the men? I don't get it. That's my biggest gripe. Push the young talent on the men's side as well. Oh well. I get that a lot of folks don't want to see Jade Tiffany, but the crowd loves Tiffany. They love her. Tiffany time. Roman and Cody have had good matches, sure. Tiffany and Jade haven't. They had a decent one. I can't remember which one it was. There was one decent match they had. They're gonna let Jade face Jordynne Grace soon. Yep. Gonna focus on Tiffany Jade. Yep. But Tiffany has time to talk about winning the chamber. So by the time Tiffany wins the chamber, Jordynne Grace will be done with Jade. So Jordynne Grace will probably face Jade at the chamber or on a SmackDown. Jade will win. Tiffany will be winning the chamber, setting up Tiffany versus Jade. Charlotte Flair be involved? I don't know. What's going to happen with Alexa Bliss? I don't know. Probably just stay in the tag division. Charlotte, Alexa versus Rio versus Bella Twins versus Lyra and Bailey by Lash and Nia. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Tiffany and Jay matches always been face versus face. Yep. For the most part. Now you're going to get a true heel face match. Because the last match was basically a squash because Tiffany was injured. Which is why I think you're going to get healthy babyface Tiffany now against Jade Cargill, the monster heel. Mania. But we'll see. Thoughts on AJ Styles? AJ Styles had his last match against Gunther. It was a good one. According to reports, according to Rosenberg, according to Triple H, according to even Dave Meltzer, AJ Styles is done. AJ Styles will be looking to hang up his boots and his gloves. Oh, but he put his gloves back on. Everybody keep talking about how during the last segment of his match, once he was unconscious, he woke up, going to take off his gloves, put it back on. Folk are saying, "Oh, that's evidence that his career isn't over." You can read it that way, or just didn't want to do the cliche shit. They put it back on for one last moment to salute the crowd. We'll find out eventually. What I'm hearing from the reports, he's probably done. But we'll see. They offered him a retirement tour. He said no. Would he say no and then go on to wrestle in AEW and TNA? I doubt that, but we'll see. I could be wrong. What I'm hearing, man is tired. He doesn't want to take any more bumps. Instead of racing that, accepting that, folks are saying, "Oh, wrestle Kenny Omega again, or not again, but give me a Kenny Omega match. Give me a Kyle Fletcher match. Give me a whatever." Let that now. If he wants to do it, sure. If not, let that man rest. Let that man live. He's tired. He's older. He's 48 years old. AJ Styles, breathe. AJ had more heart than Cena. Cena decided to hang it up. Decided to not. He accepted his fate. He accepted his fate. That's what AJ did. Two different stories. In the end. Two different stories in the end. That's all. Him being done without doing a TNA date is funny. Kind of. But why is he owed? He didn't owe them a match. He appeared on the show. He's giving them their time. I don't think he needs to have a match. He doesn't have to. We're going to watch Stardom Supreme fight pay-per-view. We're going to watch it, yes. Will I watch it live? Probably not, but I'll definitely watch it eventually. I think AJ's done, but who knows? Who knows? Just have a hard time believing he told WWE, "I'm done in ring. I don't want to wrestle anymore. I'm gonna go over there and wrestle in AEW for a little, break my neck against Omega and those folks." I don't buy that. Man is done. Physically, he's done wrestling, I think. Wants to hang it up. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out the truth. Oh, come on, Hell. Have more dignity than that. You already forgiven Liv. I don't think this is canon. But here is Raquel, Liv, and Roxanne celebrating with Dom. Is it after Royal Rumble? Yes, it is after. This is not canon. This is not kayfabe. I would hope not. We'll see what Raquel says on Raw. Anyway, happy with Liv. It's not canon. I agree. It's not canon. Same. I feel the same way. It's not canon. We'll see the real reaction from Raquel on Raw. Okay. Any questions? I'm done talking. This isn't canon because Liv said she hasn't talked to Raquel. Yep, I agree. This is a nice backstage moment. Not actual canon. What did you think of the Rumble? The men's Rumble started off good and ended up being meh. The women started off okay, ended up great. So I preferred the women's Royal Rumble. That was a better show. What's next for Royce Keys? Let's see, eliminated by the Vision. Because he was eliminated by the Vision, maybe he might help out Punk, help out babyfaces taking on. Maybe you see a Bronson Reed feud with Hobbs. I'm sorry, Royce Keys. I can see a Royce Keys versus Bronson Reed. That's what I would do. Put him up against the Vision on the babyface side, rather than having him, unless he goes to SmackDown. Raw probably better for him, I think. Finn facing Punk at Chamber, I agree. So Drew McIntyre faced Sammy. By the way, that match kind of just happened, right? Drew McIntyre facing Sammy here at the Rumble, and then Punk will face Finn Balor at the Chamber. It's happening, folks. Accept it now, or just, be sad about it later. Tiffany is winning the chamber. I say that because somebody said nope. Said nope. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening, man. Yeah, Royce versus Bronson. I like that. Exactly. I would do. Former LFG talent Hayes Jamson has reintroduced herself as Pinky Montana. Oh yeah, not Montana. Anyway, that's random. You're missing a key part in why Tiffany is winning the SummerSlam in Minnesota this year. Oh, you're saying Tiffany will beat Jade Cargill? What I saw. Random ass. Pinky. Anyway, yeah, that's. They're saying she's gonna walk in as champion. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. I could see them doing Tiffany versus Bianca. Not gonna hit ourselves. We don't know what's happening with Bianca Belair. When's she coming back? I don't even like fantasy booking Bianca right now. Don't. But yeah, Tiffany being champion going into her going to SummerSlam makes sense. Bianca versus Tiffany main events night 1. Is Bianca heel? What is Jay doing? What's Charlotte doing? I desperately want Bianca Belair to return to Raw, but that's just me. That's just me. Did I forget something? Let's see. AJ's done. Mania card kind of set up already. They're gonna bury Bianca Belair on her first PLE back. Which one is that? What's her first PLE back? The SummerSlam? They do Bianca Tiffany. It won't be her first match back. Wonder if the SummerSlam match will be set up by Queen of the Ring again. Will the Queen of the Ring winner go on to face the champion at SummerSlam again? So when does Rio split? Never. I'm joking. Rio splits sometime after Mania. Not think they will lose the titles before Mania. So maybe sometime after Mania they split. I've said what I would do. I would do is have Bianca Belair be the, assuming she's healthy, have Bianca Belair be the wrench that messes up their relationship. I mean, full circle from Vegas last year. I would do. Who knows? I do believe they'll be champion heading into Mania, so wait for the Riho split. Wow. So many people are down on Tiffany online. Online people are down on Tiffany, but in in person, in the crowd, they love her. Most of the reactions are saying, no, God, no, no, Tiffany, Jade, no. These are quote tweets are. Bianca returns as a heel at Mania. That's what I would do. I have Bianca Belair. I've said this before, but I'll say it again for the sake of the folks that may be new. Bianca Belair, last time we saw her in the ring, she was upset, angry at Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. From the chamber, fair and square, Rhea inserted herself into the proceedings, into the damn match. She then yelled at Rhea Ripley and told her that she worked harder than her in the match. And of course, we saw what happened with her finger. Rhea Ripley's big ass body fell on her hand and broke her finger. Since then, she's been at home, depressed, frustrated, watching from the stands essentially, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with her finger. Meanwhile, Rhea and Io have a good old time being friends and being all happy and winning tag titles and being all chummy. The whole time she's watching it, she gets angrier and angrier and angrier until finally she's cleared, takes out her frustration on Rhea and Io, costing them their tag titles at Mania. There, Rhea and Io start having a little bit of conflict, but they're both wanting to go after Bianca Belair. And with that comes some friction and some, because they're mad, lost the tag titles. And they start arguing a little bit, start going at each other's throats the entire time. And eventually it leads to the Io Sky Rhea Ripley split. The more I talk about it, this sounds like cinema, but what do I know? Makes so much sense coming full circle from last year. Last year, WrestleMania Vegas. This year, WrestleMania Vegas. Last year's match was the most talked about match in the entire Mania. That triple threat, Bianca, Io, Rhea. Bianca Belair returns at Mania to fuck up that relationship. Whether she intends to do that or not, it may not be her intention to mess them up, but that's what happens. As lose the tag titles, Rhea and Io start arguing about how to deal with the Bianca Belair problem that causes the friction, leads to the split. Then you could do Bianca, Rhea, Io triple threat rematch, SummerSlam. But now I'm getting ahead of myself, getting way ahead of myself. But that's what I would do. Bianca returns as a heel, screw over Riho. The more I think about it, the more it makes so much sense. Why they won't do it? They probably won't do it. That's okay. It's what it is. Bianca decided to wait until the end of the year to get surgery. Who told you that? Where is the evidence that that happened? Where's the evidence? Tell me where it's been reported that Bianca Belair waited too long, got surgery recently, now she's recovering from the surgery. Where has this been reported? You have the reports, the doctor's note, the hospital reached out to you. How do you know what happened with her surgery? Genuine question. I'm not attacking you. I want to know. How do you know what's going on with that woman's finger? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who knows and how do you know? Best bet for Bianca Belair returning is at Mania. She was at Lowstone. Do you see anything on her finger there? She was at Bailey's thing. That was recently. I didn't see a cast or a wrapping on a finger. Powerhouse Hobbs has changed his bio. What does it say? Pro wrestler for WWE. Don't need your validation. We hear you. Royce, we hear you. Hear you. Think they'll put Royce with Javon? I'm not sure that works. Are you excited for the El Grande OG versus New Grande feud? Actually, I'll prefer Chad Gable and Alpha Academy, or I'm sorry, Team America. What the hell their team is called? Give me Team Gable. Chad with the Creeds versus El Grande Americano. I prefer that. I want Chad Gable to abandon Grande Americano and just give it to Ludwig Kaiser completely. Say, you stole my gimmick. I want to see legitimate Chad Gable take on Grande Americano. I want him to accept the fact that he got gimmick stolen and he's upset about it because it was an open secret that he was a Grande Americano. Now he's confused how there's another one somehow. So he's going to take it out on him and say, okay, you know what? Screw this guy, whoever this guy is. I'm going to go get the Creeds. We're going to go take out this Grande Americano and Imposter. I prefer that than to have him still be dressed like a luchador, you know? Yeah, they're not. Kaiser and Gable are not working together. They never were. Because he was confused when he saw. Go back and watch the original time we saw Kaiser as a Grande Americano. Chad Gable was confused as to how the hell that was possible. Like, wait a minute, I'm here. So how are you there? He was never in on it. So I want him to abandon that. Like, have it be Team Grande Americano versus Team Gable. But whatever. Bianca is scheduled for a FanX Fest around June, July. That's forever away, but yeah, I agree. It is scheduled then. Kaiser's great. He's great as that. He should be Grande Americano as long as he wants to be. Gable should be done with that. Kaiser can actually speak Spanish. It's better for him. He evolved the gimmick. That's his gimmick now. He should keep that. Chad Gable, he should move on. If anything, Grande Americano should unmask Chad Gable. Right. Gable didn't make it work as well as Kaiser. I would have Kaiser take off his mask. Answer this question from Monet. Who's your favorite female independent wrestler? Tiffany Stratton. Hilarious, Tiffany Stratton. Answer the question, guys. Who's your favorite independent wrestler? That's female. That's a good question. Favorite indie wrestler? Are people dumb? Marta Dates in TNA. That's not an indie wrestler. TNA's not an indie. What? I don't know the answer to this question. Favorite female indie wrestler? I don't know. I gotta think about that. Are Joshis considered? That's a good question. Are the Joshis in Japan considered indies? I would say no, but maybe I'm wrong. Never thought about that. I think about indies. I think about America. I don't know what how would they would consider an indie comes to Japan, but I would say, yeah, I'm confused about that. Never thought about that. I don't have a question. I don't have an answer to the question, Mercedes. I think about it. Oh well. This person said Vinny. I guess it is. She works. She's a freelancer. She works Japan. Anyway, let me not get sidetracked. Thoughts on my theory? What theory? I think Nia Lash, Charlotte, and Alexa thing will still go on for now because a new angle should show Nia pulled Alexa down with. Oh, you're saying we're gonna get a Nia, Charlotte, Alexa, Lash feud, kind of? Sure, because Nia was with Alexa, Lash eliminated Charlotte Flair. Possible, possible, probably. Triple Ball gonna drag the Nia Lash feud for another 2 years. They still did not have the 2-on-2 tag. Yeah, I think probably the next thing will be Lash, Nia, and Charlotte Alexa. We'll see how Charlotte and Alexa behave. We'll see the friction within the group there. That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Meanwhile, you have the Kiana James, Julia feud with Riho. Then you have Bella Twins feud with Riho. Lyra and probably Bailey will feud with the Bella Twins first. We'll see. We'll see. When will Kiana turn on Julia? They had no interaction during the Rumble match. It's kind of weird. No interaction whatsoever during that. Hopefully within the next 2 months. Probably after the tag titles, maybe. Maybe they have a tag title match with Riho and they lose. Kiana James turns then. That's when I would do it. Have the tag a match and then have her turn. That's what I would do. Makes sense. But sooner rather than later, I would hope. Sooner rather than later. I was mad last night when Roman Reigns won. I was legitimately mad. I'm calm now. I'm good now, but I was definitely upset when Roman won that damn match. Whatever. It is what it is. WWE going to WWE. The EO Sky excluded Bianca Belair's name. Out of sight, out of mind. Think Kiana James working with Charlotte Flair? That'd be a hell of a story. I don't think that's happening, but that'd be hilarious. But I want to see Kiana James move on from Julia. So hopefully, once they lose the tag titles, or the tag title match, you think we'll get another women's match at the Chamber? Basically, what you're asking me is, Will Jade Cargill defend? Or Rhea Ripley is a star. We'll get a Rhea Ripley Io Sky tag match. Honestly, I don't know. It's probably like, if I had to guess, I'd say no, but why not? Why not have two? But I don't see them doing that because history tells me they don't like doing it. So here's a question: will Rhea Ripley and Io be in the chamber or not? If not, I see a Rhea Ripley Io match for the tag titles on the chamber show on that card. But I would think it wouldn't make sense to have Rhea Ripley and Io in that match. Tag champions. The kind of shit that made Mercedes and Naomi walk out. Are the tag champions in the chamber match? Sounds. But if not them, who for Raw? Because right now everyone is kind of in that tag division. So if not Rhea Ripley and Io, who's in the chamber from Raw? Assuming they're doing the whole 3 and 3, 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown. What are the 3 from Raw? Becky? That's kind of weird. Because she's the IC champion. I haven't thought about that. Wow, I haven't thought about that. Who would be in the chamber match from Raw? Rhea, Io, Ira Bailey, or maybe Nile? I don't know. Roxanne? Raquel? But Raquel's gonna face Stephanie here soon. Maybe you give Roxanne a chance. Maybe Roxanne? Then who? I don't know. That's a good question. Who's in the chamber for the women? There's 3 from Raw and 3 from SmackDown. I don't know. Roxanne gonna be released? You're crazy. You're crazy, my guy. That's crazy. They like Roxanne. She's not going anywhere. Roxanne being released? This isn't Cora Jade. Okay? They like Roxanne Perez. Wasted. What does that mean? Wasted. Asuka, Becky, Jade, Kyrie. Oh, that's a good point, Maya. You want Rio to be out of the chamber. Put in Roxanne. Put in Natty. And you just need one more. Ivy Nile. There you go. Asuka. People are going to complain about that, by the way. Asuka makes it better. You do Asuka, Natty, Roxanne Perez from Raw. And then SmackDown is Charlotte, Tiffany, and Alexa or Lash. Boom. Put Becky in there? Sure. Depending on what's happening with AJ Lee. I wish AJ Lee was more consistent. I agree. Kind of weird Becky's booking right now. Because clearly you're just waiting for AJ Lee. Right now, you know what? Becky needs to defend that title. Go ahead and have Natty face Becky soon here. Sometime on Raw, maybe. Get that going. Riho needs to commit to the tag division. Maybe not. Maybe don't put Rhea Ripley and Io in that match for the Chamber, put them on the card. I'd have Rhea and Io versus Lash and Nia, or the Bella Twins, or Becky Bailey and Lyra on that card. Get them on the card because they're stars. So put Bailey, Lyra in that match against Rhea and Io maybe. And then for the Chamber, Natty, Roxanne, Asuka, and Ivy Nile. I mean, the most exciting Chamber, but whatever. Becky and Kyrie in the Chamber? So Asuka's gonna be upset about that one. I feel AJ Lee's story was derailed when Seth got injured. That's fair. Maybe. Maybe if they had like the couple stuff going on, maybe some continuation of that. That's not an excuse. It could have worked. New storyline of some sort, but not a good excuse, to be honest with you. Aries passing, also not a good excuse. Why did the story get derailed? Well, our talent's dog died. That's not a great excuse for bad creative. You're saying she stopped working because Punk's dog died? I don't know about that one. Eddie eliminated Becky on the Rumble match. Yep. That's her new challenger, Natty. So excited for that? Are you excited for Becky versus Natty? We know. So I asked this question yesterday. What chance do you give Stephanie to lose the belt to Raquel on Raw? 85%. Jesus. 50-50, 60-40, 20%. I forgot about that. Hilarious. 0, 35, 50, 10, 80. How should be favored? It's not a percentage, but okay. 40, 100. Wow. A lot of folks think Raquel is going to win that title. Very high. Very high. 10, 2, 50. Wow. 0, 90, 0, 30, 0, 30. Best for business. 100, 40, 0, 40, 100. 21. Right down the middle. 40, 100, 10, 20. Wow. I would be surprised. Not completely shocked, but surprised. I'd say I'll give Raquel like 10%. Give her a 10% chance to win the title on Monday. Yeah, they won't live Raquel's story for Mania, but you're gonna get that story regardless. That's Judgment Day business. That's going to be developing no matter what. And then what you do with Stephanie after that? No, it's gonna be Liv Stephanie. Give like 10% that Raquel wins the title though. Still pretty low. Still low chances for me, but about 10%. They can give Money in the Bank to Asuka. Not happening. That's not happening. I could see Raquel winning Money in the Bank. I could see Lyra winning Money in the Bank. I could see Roxanne Money in the Bank. I could see. That's about it. A heel Bianca Belair, maybe. That's about it. About 4 or 3 names. Kel, Roxanne, Lyra, heel Bianca Belair. Funny because Bianca Belair has never competed in the Money in the Bank. I repeat, Bianca Belair has never even competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match. She's either been champion or injured. Lyra can win Queen of the Ring. I'll take it. I love Lyra. I'm a big Lyra fan. Kiana James, for this year, I'd pop for that, but that's kind of a little early for me. Based on how she's being booked, I love that. This is when Brock no-sold Ilya Dragunov. That was annoying. And Lyra's cool, man. I love Lyra. Great in the ring, great personality, awesome person from what I see. I just like her a lot. I'm becoming a fan of her every time I watch her. She's cool. She's awesome. She's an awesome talent. I'm all aboard the world title reign for Lyra when it happens. Look at that dislike ratio for Roman Reigns. Dragunov looks like Brock's grandson. Okay. Oh yeah, September. After SummerSlam. There's like a strategic reason for that. I'm sure for the storytelling. They prefer it be after SummerSlam. They don't have to book it at all. Right? Usually the slow period for creative is between SummerSlam and Royal Rumble. That's the weakest part of creative. Said, you know what? Let's have Money in the Bank after SummerSlam. Give us something to book. Give us something to think about. Usually that period is like the worst for storytelling. So, because usually you'll have the Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring before SummerSlam. So to have Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring and Money in the Bank in the same period didn't make much sense. So it's probably better for them creatively to push Money in the Bank to after SummerSlam. That way there's something else for them to book and work during that time. Probably smart, actually. That's smart to do that. Have them fail a cash in on the mid card title. Let me see the dislike ratio for Liv Morgan. Won't be anywhere close to the. Won't be anywhere close to being as bad as Reigns. Liv Morgan wins the Royal Rumble. Where is it? Here it is. Liv Morgan wins Royal Rumble. Wow. Way better ratio. IWC loves it. Way better ratio compared to Roman. Wait, they can have Raquel win Money in the Bank and Liv can cost her because she wants the title to herself. Okay, there's a lot of stuff they can do with Liv Morgan and Raquel. Disagree completely with you, Seth. I can disagree. Liv in Judgment Day is what's working for her. The Judgment Day storyline with Rhea Ripley and all that, Dom, that's what got her over. That's what got her popular. Don't mess with what's good. Don't mess with what's good. Judgment Day with Liv Morgan works. That should not be messed with whatsoever. All right. Any last questions? I think Judgment Day is going to be the new Bullet Club. Be around for 5 to 6 years, probably. Might as well. They might as well. Roxanne should win the Money in the Bank. I could get down with that. That wouldn't upset me. Judgment Day is funny because from last minute I could see JC joining if Fallon isn't coming up. I would have Fatal Influence together. Even if you leave Lainey Reed back, I'd have Kiana James, Fallon Henley, and JC Jane together. But if JC Jane going up by herself or whatever, maybe Raquel leaves Judgment Day. You can have JC Jane being there. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'll prefer JC Jane, Kiana James, Fallon Henley as a group. Fatal Influence on the main roster, but how many men are going to have the women in that group, though? Because right now it's 3 and 3, right? JD, Finn, Dom, Raquel, Roxanne, Liv. If you add JC Jane, 7. I don't know. Maybe Raquel leaves. Don't forget, Dom wanted Stephanie to join Judgment Day a month ago. I did forget about that. I forgot about that for sure. For sure. By the way, who wins this match? Who wins? Liv and Vicaire. Who wins? Who wins this? Who wins Liv or Vicaire? It depends on what they're doing with Raquel and Roxanne, right? It depends on how that's being booked. I can see Raquel costing her on purpose or by accident. Or I can see a swerve where Roxanne cost her on purpose or by accident. But yeah, I could go either way. He's a Royal Rumble winner. Never had her Mania moment, really. Stephanie was supposed to never be champion. Supposed to be Naomi anyway. I can see Liv winning. I can see Liv winning. Maybe my guess, Liv wins. Give her Mania moment. You know? That'd be my guess. Liv puts over Stephanie. Dom helps Stephanie retain. Raquel cost Liv. I can see that for sure. Raquel getting her ultimate payback for Liv Morgan eliminating her. It's crazy how Steph has held the belt since September. Yeah, it's been a minute. Doing not much of anything because of the injury to me and because of the feud with Nikki Bella. Not much she's been doing. But that's how it works when you're babyface and a champion. Get crumbs creatively. Get crumbs creatively. Liv and Stephanie go after the IC title? Feud has started. The feud has started. Are they both heels? Nasty Natty does not belong in a WWE ring ever again. Nasty Natty. Keep saying my name. That's the story. It's a heel versus heel. Because I'm pretty sure Natty is a heel. There's a heel versus heel action going forward with Becky and Natty. We'll see if it's interesting. We'll see if it's good. Hope so. Feel like it's a AJ Lee filler feud, but we'll see. AJ Lee is off doing God knows what. Do you think AJ Lee is gonna be more consistent if she takes the belt? No. No. So maybe for like a month. Then she'll drop it. So I'm gonna say no. The part timer. Reality situation, folks. This is probably gonna be night 2 main event. Assuming Punk, still champ. Cody Rhodes is not. Rhodes will be facing Drew probably. Reigns Punk is a match. Night 2 main event. Hope Gunther hires Brock. Maybe if she gets it, she can defend it on pay-per-views, but Becky won't. Not likely. Not likely that they'll put the big card belt on the pay-per-views once AJ has it, but not when Becky has it. I don't buy that. Eventually getting ready for Punk. What's up, Eggplant? Eventually getting ready for Punk to drop the belt to Reigns at Mania. No, that's bad. Part-time and Roman Reigns champion. That's bad. Don't say anything like that. I don't want to hear it. That's bad. Maybe Roman puts Punk over. There'll be a bunch of shenanigans, I'm sure. Bunch of shenanigans. Maybe Seth shows up. I agree with the left part. Says Royal Rumble winners: Sami, Naomi. Sami for sure. I said he's going to win the Rumble and win the belt in Saudi Arabia at Mania. Naomi, who knows? When it comes to pregnancy, who knows what's happening there? Harder to say. Sami winning Rumble for sure. Sami wins a Rumble next year. Who do you think Punk will defend against at Chamber? Finn Balor. Maybe Demon Balor. But it'll be Balor for sure. He attacked him. Remember what happened on Monday Night Raw? Finn gave him 3 his finishers. Royce Keys, future main eventer. At the very least, I think Royce Keys is on a Damian Priest level at least. at least a Damian Priest level. Priest won the world title, so I think that's where he's going to be at. Priest level. We'll see. We'll see, though. Chamber match right here. Finn, Punk, Chamber. Apparently Dom's coming back. So no need to vacate the title. Dom's coming back. That's what they say. Last 10 minutes, I'll give to the Joshis. They finally decided to spice up the feud between Starlight Kid and Saya. Attacked Starlight Kid and took off her mask, leaving her maskless on the ground, embarrassed and ashamed. Feud needed something. Finally did it. I like they have like hair in the mask. That looks gnarly. Hopefully, I'm hoping that's not real hair. That looks crazy. Here's Starlight Kid on the ground, maskless. Now, this has happened before. Dookie did it. Somebody else did it. So not like a new thing, but they finally decided to spice up the feud a bit here. Good for them. Match goes down on the 7th of this month. It'll be a banger. Match of the year contender because they always have great chemistry. We'll look forward to that. We still have Saya doing her TV spots. Good for her. Right with the mid-card belt in TJPW. Cool. This card looking pretty good. Wrestle Queendom. Looking like a good card. The Ospreay putting it together over there in the UK. Good for him. Anyway. For some reason, people think B Priestley is gonna turn on Hannon. Why? Oh, that happened. I haven't watched Stardom in a whole month. That's funny. Momo Kogo turned on the group. Oh, you see Momo Kogo turning on her. Momo Kogo might be content with her situation. She's older. Extensions, yeah. Oh, I bet. She's older. Doubt she wants to. Who knows? I like Momo Kogo. She's talented. But she's been in the back burner for a while now. I'm not sure she's going to get a different type of push, especially in this promotion. That lazy. Yes, I think all storytelling in Japan is kind of lazy. Stardom, nothing ever happens for a reason, for a while. Yeah, for a while now. Yeah, that's kind of what happens, fortunately. So I doubt you're going to get a Momo Kogo turn. My mind, 8 would have split up by now. Would have been some type of confusion. I thought they may do something like that with Momo Watanabe when she won the 5-star GP. When she refused the help of the Hate, I believe it was Natsuko Tora and Waka. They were trying to get involved in the match. They said, no, I want to do it on my own. I thought they may do something there. But then Momo lost 2 weeks later. Now she's injured. Hate is useless. What else? The most compelling storyline in all Japan right now, probably Maki Ito and her journey through Stardom, trying to find friends and aiming to be the cutest wrestler in the promotion. probably the top storyline. Unless you want to say Saya ripping off Starlight Kid's mask has elevated that story to be number one. Sure, I guess. I mean, if you want. Beyond that, got Hanan and Brie Priestley trying to get the tag titles. That feels weird considering Hanan was tag champs with Aida not that long ago. But why is she teaming up with Brie Priestley? That why they think Brie's gonna turn heel? Maybe they're onto something there. Maybe. I about to hold on to that belt to 2028. It'd be funny. Here's a question for the Joshi stands. Who is most likely to take the red belt from Saya? I thought it was Hanan. I thought it was gonna be her. Now I'm not so sure. Well, like Kid was a decent option, but that match is happening now. I do not know. Like 3? No. Person Saya took the belt from. Ham's gonna return. Why'd you be like Micah? Be Micah. It won't be her? Oh, good. Okay, good. Will Momo get a redemption? Probably not. I'm gonna say maybe. I feel like Rina has surpassed Hanan in terms of like upside with the promotion. I think they like Rina more than Hanan, but right now Rina is a heel in hate. So do you turn her face and she leaves the promotion? So I feel like in Stardom there's a hierarchy. You must win the white belt first. You must win the white belt first before you can get the red belt. Rina not win the white belt yet. That ain't happening. Unless Saya gonna have the belt for forever. 1,000 days. Uwa-chan? Yeah, right. Rina should win. Rina should leave hate. I agree. She should. Holy hell, it could be Micah. That's what I'm saying. I'm joking about Micah, but it's possible. Won't be Shuri. You know what's funny? You know what's sad? Nobody has mentioned Azumi. Nobody said Azumi. Where she was screwed out of her strong belt, the New Japan strong belt. They wanted to have Saya look strong heading into the votes for the MVP. She's a decent option, right? But nobody's thinking about her. Honestly, Starlight Kid is higher on the totem pole than even Azumi. So what are you gonna do there? That woman got screwed out of her strong belt, but they wanted to have Saya looking strong heading into that damn vote. The campaign worked. It worked. Saya is your MVP for the Tokyo Sports. But yeah, she got screwed. Now she's doing what exactly? Azumi doing? I don't know. She hasn't even won the white belt yet. Honestly, best likely option, not best, but Micah, probably your best bet. That's some Taro Okada bullshit right there. I would elevate a young talent. I would elevate Arena or a Hanan or something fresh would probably be like as of right now today, Micah would be your best option to dethrone Saya. Remember, Saya was the woman turned on Micah first place back in the day. Remember that? Everybody said, "Oh, this is a terrible heel turn. This heel turn won't work. What an awful idea." Where are those people now? People who are saying that Saya turning heel will never work. It was stupid. She's now the biggest thing in Japan. And are they saying, "Oops, my bad"? No. They're saying, "Oh, I thought that was going to be the case all along." It's all a sham. Hikaru dropped the belt. Hikaru dropped the ball with Rina. Azumi, AW sooner rather than later. Yeah, I agree with you. She wants to travel the world. She wants to get out there. I could see being in AW more so than Starlight Kid. I think Azumi will be in AW probably, ultimately. It's all kind of random when you think about it. But I will say, I give credit where credit is due when it comes to Stardom. They're actually trying some. There's some story beats. There's some character moments in there. They're trying. Marigold, Sinjo, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Storylines are pretty timid. Be nice. Like storylines aren't really popping off over there. Okay, so at least Stardom is trying. No, it's not that good. But what's the top storyline in Marigold? You reckon? Darkness Revolution wants to take the red belt, and by want I mean Shiaki wants the belt. Yeah, that's it. Mayu just won the GHC belt. What's going on over there? We have the chase for the new trios belts, 3D belts. That's a storyline, but it's more like a tournament. Okay, so we'll get new champions there, new trios belts. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Shiaki wants to face Miku for the red belt. Trying to convince Miku to do it. Miku saying, "You're not worthy of my challenge or my belt. You're not worthy of this challenge. You're not worthy of a title defense. Prove to me you deserve it." Now Shiaki is winning matches and trying to convince Miku. Ultimately, you probably just attack Miku over and over again. So she finally says, "No, what? Fine. I accept your challenge to face Shiaki and to beat her. There's not a chance in hell Rossi's booking Miku to drop the belt to Shiaki." So that'll be that. What is a Marigold storyline? I want belt. That storyline's a Marigold. Give me belt. Do you think Mercedes would wrestle in Marigold? Not a chance. It's ridiculous that Sakura and Sayaka Kurara have held the new blood tag belts for 90 days and haven't yet defended them. I haven't been following that reign at all. Haven't defended it once. Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara, they haven't defended it even once. It's just decoration. One of them have belts, so they just walk around with belts at decoration. They're not defending it, I guess. I didn't know that. 90 days is a long damn time. Who are they even defended against? Like, what young whippersnappers were they defended against? 'Cause I'm not following like the young Stardom scene. So. Jade Cargill levels, exactly. WWE offered Ava a lot of money to return for some reason. Like, the reaction to Ava stepping down was comical. No offense to Ava, but she was average at her job in terms of like her delivery and her presence. She did her job, but there's so many better options from a mic work character standpoint. There's better options you can get for GM. Like, you're not gonna miss anything with Ava being gone. That's his reality situation. She was fine at her job. She read her lines, but charisma, the mic work, that wasn't great. It was just whatever. So like them moving on from her, not the end of the world. Try to get her back, but who cares? Like, you can have an actual talent on the mic who can work the mic well, be the GM, be better off. They're not gonna miss her at all. I'm sorry. Ava was okay her job. She was okay. People saying, "Oh my God, what a loss. She's so great." Give me a break. She was okay her job. She was just okay. Let's be honest, folks. At that position, because her father, okay, find her job, but they can plug in anyone, plug in Ariana Grace, plug in Anna Baszler, plug in William Regal. Not gonna miss a beat. Not gonna miss a beat. So that's how I thought. Plug in Paige. Not gonna skip a beat. The Masked Man is Mabel. I know who Mabel is because I don't. Sorry. Masked Man is Mabel. The joke. Masked Man is Mabel. Big Daddy V. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna ignore that tweet. Masked Man is Mabel. Do you see Azusa Inaba trying to get overseas booking on her own? Azusa. On her own? If Big Sis ain't going, she ain't going anytime soon. The Mocha ain't going, she ain't going anywhere. Right now, at least. Yeah, plenty of time. Will Y2J come? Will he not come? He'll come eventually. He's gonna be there eventually, just not right now. I think all of Hate dropped their belts before Saya. I could see Konami dropping the belt in April. The tag title being dropped as well. But Saya will hold on to it. Post about it? She did? I didn't see that. Suzo wants to move out or travel the world to go out there and wrestle outside of Japan. I didn't see that. Give me that tweet if you don't mind. I didn't see that at all. Oh, here it is. Quick Google search. Quick Twitter search. Azusa Inaba is now available for international booking. Well, look at the young whippersnapper trying to get out there. Look at that. Trying to get out there and travel the world. Bless her heart. 18 years old, want to get out there. Are you excited for the Nexus versus Mavita Loca? Not without Bozilla. Basically, what you're asking me is, I want to see the Micah Suzu feud. Not really. No offense to either one of them. That feud does not excite me. AJ Styles retiring was a bad idea. For who? For him? We don't know the state of this man's body. For all we know, the man's walking around with pain, waking up with pain. He wants to get out of here. He wants to get out of the wrestling business right now. For all we know. All right, folks. Blake Monroe did not show up, by the way, so she missed the NXT tapings and she missed Audi. Becky Lynch had the most disappointing elimination of the night, basically. Treated her like shit since Lyra feud, putting her in a feud with AJ Lee, only for AJ Lee to not show up, lose the title to Maxine, now be eliminated by Natalya. Well, not Natalya, it was Natty. She deserves better. Lynch fans don't like the Rumble. Like I said, depending on what happens to your fave, you will not like the Rumble if they got treated unfairly, in your opinion. But I think Becky Lynch is fine. I don't think she minds this stuff right now. It is a weird position she's in. It's a weird position because she's not in the top of the hard stuff, but at the same time, she's champion. It's TV time. She's promo time. Wrestling with Maxine. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I understand being somewhat disappointed, but I don't know what to say. All right, see you later, Daniel. I'm about to be out here anyway. Last comment I'll read. Some people said that Hanako will turn on the group because Hanako and Suzu are friends with Risa, Sarah. Here's the thing. Nobody turning on anybody. Until I see it from my own eyes, I'm not going to fantasy book it because right now they don't want to do it. Okay, they should have been had multiple turns by that mind, especially within hate. What's the last heel turn scene where somebody turned and left the group? Is Suzu leaving Neo Genesis? Is that the last one? Is that the last I'm gonna turn and leave the group thing that happened? Let me see. I don't trust there'll be any turns here. Is that the last one? Probably. Yeah, I don't trust any of it. I don't think there'll be any turns here because I don't think Taro Okada interested in it. But yeah, the last one was when Suzu left in 2025, April 2025. I guess it was a year ago. I guess it wasn't that far ago. Maybe it happens this year. You know what? I'll take it back. Because last year it happened. So maybe they have a turn and somebody leaves. I'm hoping it'll happen within hate. Will Hanako leave? Going what? Going Hanako's Drone Suzu's group? By Vida Loca? We Vida Loca? I don't know. Taro is in no do not disturb what's working mode. Is it working? I guess it is. Because Saya is so popular. Working. Rion can join Cosmic Angels. But that's like a nothing move. No offense to her. Sure, she has her stands. No offense. For me, the biggest turn or move is if somebody leaves hate. Okay? If Arena leaves, that's pretty much the one. That's like the biggest one for me. Momo, maybe when she was healthy, that could have been a big one. Konami needs to stay. Zuko Tora, Waka, they can stay. Rina leaving would be huge. Somebody turning on Saya, like Momo, that'd be huge. I think that's it. Don't call Rian. Don Kyle's family, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. They need to have I thought when Mayu left, Ainen was going to get like a push. That didn't really happen, and then she got injured, so who knows? Guess we'll see. All right, folks, that's it for the stream. Went longer than I was supposed to. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hopefully, the Mania build will be good going forward. I doubt that it will. Hopefully, AJ Lee and Roman Reigns show up on TV. I doubt that they will. All up in the air, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Thanks you for joining the stream. I'll see you over on Twitter. Yeah, hopefully the snow will melt over here because ain't going nowhere until it does. Later.